Welcome to ICEF Monitor. I'm here with Robert from Uganda, from WR Education Placement Consultant. Thank you for coming, Robert.
You're welcome.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the background of your agency? I mean, you're in 5 countries. Can you tell our audience a little bit more about your agency?
I'm the Executive Director, WR Education Placement Consultants, operating in five countries. We've been in this business for the last 15 years as WR Education Placement Consultants. The main offices are based in Uganda, with branch offices in Kenya, Rwanda, Tanzania, Burundi, and also South Sudan.
So that's kind of the East African bloc. How would you describe the demand in the past 3 years in this region, and maybe give a short outlook to the future?
East African bloc actually is composed of 5 countries of over 200 million people. And the education system I've seen it grow from the last 5, 6, 10 years ago. I believe the region is growing so fast, and the middle class is coming up. In terms of education, so many policies have been implemented in East African countries. So I believe the education is the way to go now. The governments have seen the need that they should change the education systems, go more into vocational trainings, doing education tourism to different destinations, and I believe that's the way to go.
So the East African bloc, it's 5 countries. How do these countries differentiate?
We have different culture backgrounds, different economic powers in terms of growth, and we are just neighboring each other, and we have different strengths. We are trying to enjoy economies of scale. Whoever is an expert in a specific area focuses on that, and we use that energy, that kind of networking to become one block. If I look at Uganda, where I come from, I believe we are really transforming. So many institutions are coming up from different levels, and the government is regulating very many good policies into education vis-a-vis other countries that are neighboring Uganda. As I say it again, I'm into 5 countries. Rwanda initially was lagging behind, but I believe now in the last 4 or 5 years it has come up. They are investing more into education, more universities, high schools, colleges, kindergartens are coming up. As I say it again, Kenya doing the same. Kenya has been the leader in the region, actually.
How would you describe the demand in these 5 countries or in this region?
The demand for education is actually going high. All these governments are focusing on educating and empowering the youth. So the governments are fighting tooth and nail to see to it that everybody goes to school and get quality education. These are the future leaders. So they are investing more into giving them full bursaries, full scholarships, and giving them opportunities to go and study anywhere they want in the world, then come back with those skills so they are able to implement whatever they have learned out there.
I'm glad that you mentioned that. So would you agree that African students traditionally like to come back after they finish their degree?
Well, that depends. But what I know, there are so many investments coming up in these regions. And because we're having economic boom in the region, so people are more secured into getting jobs back home. People are more interested into getting better opportunities back home. So I can see the curve in the next 5 years changing, that people are now coming back simply because there are job opportunities, there are investment opportunities for them, and getting this international exposure, international qualifications, international skills, bring them back home is the way to go, and most of these countries are advocating for that.
Thank you for watching part 1 of ICEF Monitor. Stay tuned for part 2.